Hello again, welcome back to the Bird Room. I'm Shane from Direct Bird Products. Before I get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that does watch my videos and does support our channel. I do meet a lot of you guys at the sales, and it's nice to hear the feedback and support that you do give me and obviously Direct Bird Products. Today's episode is just going to be about show schedules. If this only helps one person out, and then I'm happy with that. For some of you guys, you fill schedules out many a times, and it's second nature to you now. But from what I do know, there's a lot of newcomers to the hobby, and I know one in particular is looking to start showing. So I did tell him to watch this episode, and it will help him out. I've got a couple of schedules here. So I'm not biased and just plug in one club. In fact, I'm not going to mention any of the clubs. What I am going to do is just run through with you quickly what to expect if you get a schedule. On the front, usually the name of the show you are and the address. Inside there, you'll find the most important bit. For me, that is the judges. The reason it's the judges is purely the fact that I've shown birds before, and the judges have been judged by people that's not even qualified to judge British birds. You'll get maybe a canary judge to judge them, or even a foreign judge, and they don't know what to look for individual birds to make. They can tell a bird, they can tell a good bird, but they don't know the finer points of certain birds. What to look for bramble finches, for instance, or if you've got a class of 20 green finches, I'll whittle them down to the 5 points. So that's why it is for me. I always look and find if it's someone I do know does breed British birds and has experience of judging British birds, then by all means I will go to them shows. So obviously further on it tells you the club delegates, your treasurer and all that malarkey, club secretary and things. And usually what you will find then further on, classifications, whether it be for Norwich Canaries like it is in here, Yorkies, Borders, Budgies, foreign, British birds, whatever it is, they're all in there, separate page allocated to them. And then, so let's go to the British page, for instance. Right, British section. I'll put the British section up, a picture of the British section, because obviously it's more of British and Canaries that I breed, so it's more relevant to the channel and people that do watch it. So running down your sections, as you will see in the picture, on the well, my left hand side is champion, right hand side novice. So obviously I'm champion. I believe it's 5 years, if the rules haven't changed, from first showing to stepping up to champion, or a certain amount of best British wins over a period of time. Then obviously some people automatically want to step up. So novice and champion. Then you've got current year bred or adult birds. Current year bred, like I've said before, is birds that's been bred within that period of time, or unflighted birds as you might want to call them, so the first year birds. Adult birds says it itself. So they're your classifications. So what I always do is I would get a pen. Let me, if I've got a pen. And say if I'm going to be showing a greenfinch cock. So what I would do then, I'm not going to write on this because this is for somebody else. I would just basically just draw a line underneath or even highlight it. And at least that way you're not going to, at a glance, get it wrong. Maybe the bird above it, the number above it or below it, you might get it wrong. At least doing it that way, you've got the right number. So obviously, look down there what you are looking to show, highlight them, underline them, whatever. Then that brings us on to bloody pen. This. This is obviously your entry form. This side here is for classification number. Say for instance, I'll go to the top one, adult goldfinch cock, or male adult goldfinch if you want to be like that. 368, so you put 368 there. Description of the bird there, adult goldfinch cock. Or we'll go for a current year goldfinch. That'd be number 386. That'd go in the 386 entry there, current year there. That simple. So the second box you don't fill in. Basically, that is for the club secretary to put what class number it is. So, for instance, if you've got 10 in a class and you're the 6th person that's entered one of them birds, you'll be number 6, 7 or whatever it is, and that'll come on your cage label, which I'll go on to shortly. Fill in your details there, your name, address, telephone number, calculate your costings up. I would say on average per entry is around 50p to a pound, 50, 60. It depends on, every show is really different. Tends to be more of the specialist shows, your All British or All Variety shows, maybe Southern Yorkshire Canary Club. The entries tend to be more at them because obviously it's a specialist show. Don't worry about your address. The only person that sees this is the club secretary. So don't worry about, obviously, worrying about people getting your address and things like that. Send that off to them, send it with a cheque, or you can pay on the day and just write a note on your entry form if you are paying on the day. And you will be sent back cage labels with a lifting card. Now, make sure either take a copy of this, photocopy it, or take a copy for yourself, because when you get your lifting card back, you'll end up just with basically the numbers. They're not a description of the birds that is on there. So rather than going back through the schedule finding what bird it is, you can basically pick your duplicate copy up and your cage number would be such and such, such and such, and you look there, right, yeah, that is a current year goldfinch or current year greenfinch, and then put it to your cage that's allocated for that. So basically this is the cage label. This is class 152, cage number 2. So obviously there was an entry before this. This red dot there is when the birds have been judged, or they might just put a line through it, just so they know that it's been judged. Depending on where you place, you'll get usually first, second or third in most cases at CBS shows. First, second or third label there. I'll talk about show cages shortly. Excuse me. So that just makes it easy if you've got a duplicate copy of that, so when you put your labels on, nice and simple. So far as filling your entry format, it's not really that hard. Make sure you send a self-addressed envelope and a stamped addressed envelope with your entry form, so obviously they haven't got to look at your address and everything. Basically just makes the secretary's job so much easier. Fill your labels out and stick them in a post, get them straight back to you. Show cages. Now, I'm not going to describe every show cage because I'm not here to do every variety of bird that there is. But your British show cages, right. So, number 2, that would be classed siskins, goldfinches, linnets, redpolls, the birds and mules and hybrids of that variety. Number 3, greenfinch, chaffinch, bramblefinch, yellowhammer. Also mules and hybrids of that variety. Bullfinch, bullfinch canary, or no, bullfinch canary, canary bullfinch. Now, there's a bit of controversy over the last few years of me when I've shown such as linnet crossbill. I've been told it should be in a cage number 4, which crossbills go in a cage number 4, same as all finches. Now the all drinking hole on a size number 4 is way too big for the type of bird like that. So for me, it goes in number 3. Last thing you do is go to a show and that bird gets out, because I've seen it happen. So just bear that in mind. Although it's a crossbill hybrid, it doesn't really necessarily mean it has to be in a number 4. Your canary, well, let's talk about the drinkers. In England or the UK, we use green D cups. Ireland, I've said this before, use black. Same size cages. You can use the Scottish or English pattern, it makes no difference. You won't get any problems with that. 5 canaries, like I said before, D cup. Labels go slightly different. They go there on the 5 canaries, and your D cup slips in the thing. I'm not going to talk anything else about the day of the show and what to do before the show, because I will do that in our next episode. I don't want to overload you with information. So basically, take this away, fill your entry forms out, and it's that simple, without thinking about, right, what do I do when I get to the show and things like that. At least then keep it nice and simple for you. Fill your entries out, send them off, get them back, put your labels on your cage, job done. One more thing, British show cages. Now, on the floor, the standard does say canary mix. I still put canary mix in regardless of what type of bird it is. I've seen at many shows you've got greenfinch with greenfinch mix on it and stuff like that. No problem with that whatsoever. But greenfinches are dirty. They only have to be in the cage 3 or 4 hours and they look like they've been in the cage a week. There's crap all over, perches on the floor, seed everywhere. Greenfinch mix is full of sunflowers and all the goodness, groats, oats. With canary seed, I find it not as messy. Just bear that in mind. Anyway, that is it for today. Like I said, tune into our next episode and I will talk you through what to do in the days running up to the shows and what to do on the day of the show, how to enter your birds, get them in the show bench and what to expect. Anyway, like I said, that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching and I will see you in the next episode. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, leave a thumbs up and I will get back to you in the next one. Take care everyone and I will see you soon.